The Northern Ireland Fire Service says there are grave concerns that an historic building in the heart of Belfast city centre could collapse. Around 100 firefighters have been tackling a blaze in the Primark store inside listed bank buildings since yesterday morning. There are fears the 5-storey building could now collapse. Our Ireland correspondent Chris Page has more.
All over the city, people saw the smoke in the sky. But most didn't realise how bad the blaze was until pictures like these appeared.
Let's go!
Shoppers and about 150 staff were evacuated from the Primark store within minutes of the fire breaking out.
Beside the lifts are on, it was very busy, so it was a race for people to kind of come down the lifts and the stairs, so I kind of ran out as quick as possible.
No one was injured, but the interior of the building disintegrated as the fire ripped downwards. Several times it seemed firefighters had got the blaze under control, but every now and again there were what sounded like small explosions within the store. With each one, the flames burst out again. This is an extremely dramatic and really very unnerving sight. A major store reduced to a blackened shell by the most severe fire here in Belfast city centre for many years. The building has quite a history. It's been here since the late 18th century and has been a bishop's residence and a bank in the past. Primark had spent £30 million on a renovation project which was just about to finish. But business leaders now fear retailers in this area are facing a big financial hit.
There is going to be a period of major disruption. Yeah, heartbreaking, to be honest. Not much more you can say on that.
Hundreds of people who work and shop in Northern Ireland's capital will be affected. This blaze was the most sudden of blows, but its consequences will be felt for a long time. Chris Page, BBC News, Belfast.
Let me just bring you some breaking. Actually, we're going to go to Emma Vardy, our correspondent in Belfast. Emma, really dramatic fire there. It's extraordinary, actually, that everybody got out okay. Is it clear what caused the fire at this stage?
No, that's still really the big unanswered question. No real clues yet, and certainly no statement from the fire service about exactly what caused this blaze. We know that there was still refurbishment work going on in the building, and that fire, which you saw, started on the top floor of that building. But it had just been coming to the end of a £30 million piece of refurbishment work. So incredibly devastating for many people who've worked at the building and lots of prospective staff who were due to start their jobs there very soon. And today, a lot of sadness in Belfast, really, because it is such a focal part of the town's high street. This historic 200-year-old building now just standing there as a blackened shell, and people just looked on with dismay, really, as it burnt down yesterday. And you can't see on camera, but there's about 100 people stood around just now who've come to the cordon just to take a look. And it's expected that there could be significant cost to the city because of this. And today there is a 45-metre cordon which remains in place around the the building. And as a result of that, many of the shops right in the city centre are having to be closed. And fire services said that this cordon may have to remain in place for the next few days. Now, the reason for that is structural engineers have had a look at this building today. They've made an initial assessment and say that the exterior of the building is intact, but parts of the inside are still collapsing, and they expect those collapses to continue throughout the day. So for the safety of pedestrians and neighbouring businesses, this huge cordon around the heart of the city centre remains in place.
Thank you very much, Emma.